Good evening, all. I hope you are well. I am here. I am live. Yeah, it's Saturday evening. I'm just hoping. Oh, yeah, I can hear myself. Good. The sound on these notebooks are not really loud, so yeah, just a bit of a pain. How are we all doing? So who have we got in? We have Mama Janka, we have Carl, we have Judy, we have Bronco. Good evening, all guys. How are you all doing? Right, so for some strange reason, my screen has decided to go screw whiffy. Boot. What? Why has it done this? There we go. That's it. My screen is back. So yes, Train Sim World. We have episode 798. 2 more streams and we hit 800 live streams. Train Sim World. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, it's no choices today. It's no lucky dip. Basically, I have spoken to Bradley. I said, Bradley, give me 5 routes to drive tonight, and he's given me some cracking routes to drive. All UK, I'm afraid. But yeah, we're gonna get on with them. It's all going to be timetable services because I just don't trust journeys and what you call it. Journeys and scenarios because they just use dynamic weather. It just cocks everything all up. So yeah. So first route he went for was what's the first route he went for? Southeastern High Speed. So we're going to crack on that. We're not going to do a 395. We are going to do a I haven't played this since last Saturday, so for, Monday I was busy. I was in where was I Monday? What was I doing Monday? Oh, I was in Bridgewater in Somerset, filming the nuclear flasks going through and the West Somerset Railway convoy going back. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We are going to be running. I'm actually doing a 465 service. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got a 59-minute one there. 12, 15, 16, 13, 16, 54, 12, 31. Yeah. 29-minute. London Victoria to Dover Priory. How's that? Rochester to Faversham. Let's go for that one. So we are driving, if I can find it, 2 Kilo 20, London Victoria to Dover Priory. So, boom, yeah. Let's get some cloud in there. Right. So you may hear me every now and then, my phone going off. Stuff. Right. Okay. Right, so how are we all doing? Are we fine? So, Dovetail annoyed a few people by announcing that there'll be a gameplay pack with the HSP thingy from not Boston Providence. Yeah, Boston, Worcester, going on the Boston Providence line. And yeah, it's up to you what you think of it, to be honest. It's not down for me to say, really. You know, it doesn't matter what I say because loads of people just think I'll just turn around and say, oh, he's a Dovetail lover, and which, you know, it's. I'm not going to go into this thing again where it's just like, oh, he's not allowed to say he doesn't like it, sort of thing, you know, which is a load of shit. If I say I don't like it, I don't like it. What could have been done about it? Well, it would have been better if it was like made available as a layer to layer in, and then the gameplay pack, the scenarios and that sold separately, but it's down to Dovetail at the end of the day. I don't know. You're as what you call it as what I am, because I don't get told. If I was told, and it wasn't released, no details of the release was. There we go. No details were released to the public. I couldn't tell you. So we've not been told at the moment. I wouldn't suspect it's going to be long, but we'll just have to wait and see, to be honest. I don't know the price. So, yeah. I'm under NDA, so I couldn't tell you. Daylight's on. And we've got to turn the tail lights off. Doors. Ooh, 700 coming in. Stick the old thingy up. I mean, I like Boston Providence route anyway. I'm not overly keen on the other one, Boston Worcester. It just doesn't appeal to me. HSP sounds good, but it's just boring on there. Yeah. Turn that down a bit in my ears, a bit loud. So episode 2 of the Railway Dog cast has been released, and we are chatting to a chap called Jamie from Going Loco, who is local to Poole area and Swanage, and he does a lot of filming for Swanage Railway and other stuff around the local area, and he goes up further up a little bit north, as they say. So yeah, we chat to him. So you can find it on YouTube. Just look for at the Railway Dog, all one word, on YouTube. Or if you're on Spotify, you can find it by doing a search for a podcast called The Railway Dog. Obviously, spaces in between the Railway Dog. No, get that right. It's the space Railway space Dog cast, all one word. And you can find it all on there on Spotify. The Spotify is just the audio only, and YouTube is the audio and the video, so you even get to look to see what I'm like. You can also find details of the podcast on the Railway Dog website, which is there. Oh, open the wrong ones. There's also, hopefully tomorrow or Monday, why has it decided to turn everything off? Yeah, either tomorrow or Monday, I will be I'll be setting up a channel in Southeastern High Speed. So it's in Pancras, Faversham and Ashford. Yeah, in the Discord server, I'm going to set up a channel for the Railway Dogcast so I can link the videos, have them all in there. I'm not sure what you're putting the question marks up for. I told you what the line was, Southeastern High Speed. What is the line? Southeastern High Speed. I said St Pancras to Faversham. What are we? We are 465925. Oh, it's too noisy out there. Oh, dear. So I hope it's been a little bit cooler where some of you are today. It's been about 2 or 3 degrees. Well, it was about 25 down here yesterday. So now it's about, I think most it got to was about 20 degrees today. So, yeah, we had some thunderstorms last night, not a lot. Oh God.
Mind the gap.
We have a livery, I believe, in the stabling point. It'll probably be the Pride or the Network Southeast one. That's the Pride. There you go. Down to 18 at the moment, but it was really warm this afternoon. Still waiting for these thunderstorms they've been threatening. Yeah, check on lightningmaps.org for your particular area. Hi Matty, how you doing? Want to stream? It's currently 17 today. At the moment. So we also get to play What's in Who. You got rid of that one after you get the 700 one. Never saw the 700 one, so you got rid of that one too. Yeah, they don't. I've only had one or two of the. I've only had the NHS one spawn in once or twice, but I think because we've got the. Well, I don't know, because it's the only one that has spawned in. Library is booked, yeah. We'll see. Ooh. Got to put regen braking on. I only have had the livery spawned on East Coast Mainline. Never saw them on it. Really? Oh wow, they've only been on here for me. Well, I might have the NHS one on East Coast Mainline. I keep thinking that's a 442 in there. It's not. So it's been a bit quiet down here over the last few days, few weeks. It's going to be again because we've got not much stuff around, to be honest. Railway wise, I think towards the end of this month we've got the 33 leaving Swanage going to, I think it's Ruhr depot for. I think that will take the 40s, the London Underground 40C out, and it will go off on rail tour duties for a few days. But yeah, it's not nothing else much. I think there's an engineers leaving doing a Bournemouth run round, which I won't be going to see. Passenger spawns are absolutely awful. The passenger logic is broken. Look. Oh yeah, the North Yorkshire Moors gala weekend, isn't it? It's this week, I believe. This weekend. Okay then, so what do we have? Oh, we don't get to play What's in Who. Completely forgot about that. Oh well. So I'm trying to drive this one-handed. There we go. What's 70 limit? Sittingbourne is next. I think these injections are working, because when I did my blood sugar level this morning at 9:30, it was 6.2. When I came in from shopping and I wasn't feeling very well, and just before lunch I decided to do a blood sugar test, and it was down to 5.5. Yeah, it's just a bit low. But that was after 2 hours after breakfast, and I hadn't had anything like drink or anything in between. So yeah. But as soon as I've had something to eat, dinner, it perked up. It's gone up to normal, sort of a little bit high, about 8 or 9. So yeah. Coming into Sittingbourne, and then we got about a 6 mile run to Faversham. Bradley's round here somewhere. I've got a little bit of time to catch up on with all my photos and videos. Oh, there's a plane going across, which is it's catching the reflection of the sun on it, which is pretty weird. Doors. And we are on our way to Faversham. This is where we stop. The train will continue on to Dover Priory. Don't know if it turns off to the left. It turns off, we'll go straight on. Toot for Bradley. Trying to make myself nice and comfy. Oh. Double yellow. Oh, hiccups. .6 miles to Faversham. The next route is Preston, Carlisle. I still think that's a bit high, loud in my ears. Turn the volume down a bit more. Should have waited, love. You could have got through. Stone Lane crossing. Hi, Mostly Harmless. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Sam. How you doing? You saw the Railway Dogcast. What did you think of it? It'd be great as well, guys, that if you do see it, you could just make a little comment of what you enjoyed and everything. Yeah, we're busy sorting out the next guest. Yeah, so and looking at more guests as well for the future. So yeah. Really good, interesting hearing about what you got up to. You got into trains. Well, what got me into trains? Yeah, definitely. It was, yeah. Well, if you haven't watched episode 2, that is out today. But yeah, it's good memories, and it was done basically because there's a few people that that Andy, the other guy that he knows, that have now sadly passed away, and he's got these people's photos collections, and it's just like great seeing them, and it's nice to hear like how the person got into railways, and even if they're now working for the railway, what have they enjoyed about it, all that sort of thing. And yeah, yeah, I've got to speak to Matt. Matt is one that I am looking at hopefully trying to get to do a podcast with, but obviously the last couple of days have been a bit rough for him, because of his good lady wife being unwell. So yeah, but she's out of hospital now apparently, so yeah. So there's a few people known in the railway world and not so known in the railway world by other people. So yeah. But it's really interesting to do it, and then just basically when we speak to people, we got to do a little bit of research as well, which is the best thing to do, research. What got me into trains? I can blame my older brother for that. I used to love watching his Flying Scotsman when he was driving it around the little model railway, and I'll hop out then, shall I? 8,861. Let's do continue. Return with free roam. I'll just hop out. I won't hop out there then. Okay. I'll just come out over here. I'll shut the door up for you. What time is the service starting? 11:09. What's the time now? 11:09. You should be on your way, mate. Okay, drive. Free to go. Which way do you go? 11:26. Huh? Oh. Mate, you might not, mate. You staying or going? So yeah, basically, I just love watching my brother's Flying Scotsman train set going round. Another 465 there, look. And that was it, really. He took me to a few places when he wanted to see trains, and yeah, I got the train bug. and it really kind of kicked off for when I was when I went to the secondary school, because the secondary school was right next door to the railway line. But when I first started that, unfortunately, the train strike was on in about 1982, which lasted most of the year, I think it was, and then basically they all came to their senses and got back to work. But for about 1983 onwards. But yeah, the fact then it was just like basically trains, and yeah, you know, you had the Mickey taken out of you because you like trains, yeah, and so what? But you know, I knew what my local railways were and all that sort of thing. So yeah, but it's basically my older brother. Sorry, we got the other one coming in now. So yeah, it's a little interesting story. It's mainly my big brother, but one of the other things I can remember is that, which I've said in the original the podcast number 1, was that one night, I don't remember it, but one morning my mum went to get me out of bed and she couldn't find me. And they were looking all over the place, in the garden. They even went round some of the neighbours asking if they'd seen me, sort of thing. They're not far off from contacting the police. When, I can't remember who it was, one of my sisters, I think it was, found me. I was asleep under my brother's bed, cuddling up to his Flying Scotsman loco on his model railway. So, I'm just reading Carl's comment. So yeah, that's one of the other things as well. So it's pretty cool. Carl says, what got me into trains, if you believe my dad, is me shredding his number books when I was 2. I think it was going down to where he worked, which was over the railway line, so you got to see trains a lot. Yeah, and they were big fascinating things then, and noisy, and hated going across the level crossing gates, and I always thought the crossing keeper was going to trap me in with the gates closed when the trains come. So yeah. Right, Preston Carlisle is next. What are we do on Preston Carlisle? Let's have a look. Does the train have any freight? There what? We do 1Z20 Nottingham to Barrow, part 1. Two weeks today is my birthday. Yay! Light clouds we're going to have. No, we're not going to have dynamic weather. Sod off. You notice I've now got 2 goes at each run. Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool, that. So, thinking, what ones do I do? I'm kind of hoping that I know that we are, by the looks of it, getting FNA nuclear on here. I know it's kind of the wrong time period, but I mean, on here they might even put 47s, or I think they'll probably even put the rail freight 20s on it. So instead of the DRS ones, which we'll get on, I know we'll get on West Coast Mainline South. But yeah, we'll see. Hello, Adam, if you're watching, by the way. Good evening there, William. What have you missed? I did just done a 465 run on Southeastern High Speed. We are now going to do a 20 on a rail tour to Nottingham, from Nottingham to Barrow, which we're driving from Preston to Morecambe. Adam needs to swing a Rail Freight 31. Oh, hell yeah. Definitely a Rail Freight 31. Yeah, it's a bit weird because I was asked if I wanted to go and see the. You're going to be travelling to Southeastern High Speed in person on the 28th from St Pancras down to Sittingbourne. Oh, nice. That's cool. It's supposed to be light clouds. Looks like it's going to rain. Unlock doors. Right. Put the key in. I can hear a 40. Oh, hello. 188. Nice. Right, shall we get back to my train? Get back on, the tool's just about to leave, mate. Oh, actually. 101 there somewhere. You're going to Sheerness on Sea to see your friend. Oh, awesome. You need to get the red lights on the back. If this does crash, I will be back on. They're lower, aren't they? I get this wrong every time. $21 108. There's one or two I've missed. Okay, a few. AWS on. Come on. This is West Coast Mainline over Shap, which is Preston to Carlisle. Not sure we got everything done. Ooh. Lancaster down fast. Oh, take your brakes off, Tony. Oh, 99 and 122 are your steeds. Awesome. One oh eight. And 118. Well, hello. Sir Winston Churchill, 87019. There's an imposter there. We've got a nice little run up the West Coast Mainline. We did have to worry about what's it. I would have thought that they would do either the 31s, 37s or 20s on here for the nuclear. Oh dear me. Don't remember seeing any 37s on your flasks, but when we often had 20s and 31s on them, yeah. Well, I'd say 37s, but I know I did see some in the past on them, but I know DRS did use 37s on them as well. People were saying they didn't use 37s and they didn't use 66s on them. I said, well, yes, they did. Because I've actually seen footage of double-headed 37s and 20s on the flasks going to Sellafield, and 66s. So yeah, some of these people are talking out of their arse. So what are we? So we're doing Lancaster down fast, and we are stopping at Morecambe. Yep, 37s have been on flasks, yeah, from Dungeness, yep. I mean, we only had, mostly down, when we had the flasks down here going to Winfrith, or going to and from Winfrith, they were mostly 33s. The only non-other time it wasn't a 33 is either 73s, well, I've seen video of the 73s. We had 131, which was 31111. And I think there's been some 47s as well. Yeah. Just trying to get her up to speed at the moment. 80. Oh, it's Pacer. So I'm kind of hoping that when they've released Cargo Line Nuclear, they'll use the same timetable as what they did for Cargo Line Military. He worked as a contractor at Sellafield during the 90s and early 2000s, and there was a mix of locos for sure. Oh, definitely, yeah. But there are some people in the world that will just have you say there's not, that there wasn't, because they just, you know, I think they just need special attention sometimes. What's our match speed? 60. Oops. Well, I guess we'll be breaking that today then. 20s will be fine. They'll be fine. They can cope. Oh, hiccups. Something could do 75, yes. Oh, you're 37. Either that or someone's mowing the lawn. Bradley is one of the mods on my ah, there's Bradley. Speak of the devil shall appear. Yeah, I think Bradley's just appeared actually. Good evening there, young Bradley. Yeah, I literally tagged Bradley in my Discord post about 5 o'clock this afternoon. I went, Bradley, 5 routes from you please to drive. And I may do that to other people that are in my stream. My question is, why is William coming to Sittingbourne? It's a shithole. He's seeing his friend. Yes, Carl. Oh, hello. What's going on there? So yeah, don't forget to check out the podcast, episode number 2, which I took part in. Yeah, it's really, you know what, I get some after my mate edits them. He sends me a link so I can have a little look at it and literally put down what I think we should, or I like and I don't like, or sort of certain bits and that. And I just sat through, and I must admit I really enjoyed doing this episode 2. I did enjoy episode 1, but I was a bit nervous, sort of thing. But episode 2, I was kind of more relaxed, and you tend to not realise or forget. Sorry, let me turn that down a bit. You kind of forget that you're on camera. So if I start picking my nose, then yeah, no, my mate will tell me to let it out. But no, you kind of relax, sort of thing. And yeah, and you kind of forget, you're chatting, you just kind of forget that the cameras are there. But yeah, it's kind of like streaming. Good evening, good afternoon, Adam. How are you? Want to stream? Yeah, it's kind of like streaming, although sometimes this is why sometimes I'm a little bit quiet, because I'm just like checking things out, looking. I want to see if these mileages are correct. Lancaster 11, Kendal 36, 32, Carlisle 76. I'm in the motorway, dude. Oh, I bought a motorway to the hole. Anyway, let's get on. They'd be beating their horns at me. So yeah, it's yeah, you tend not to think about the camera being there, sort of thing. All the cameras. I think there was 2 of them for us. I think there was 2 or 3. I think it was 2. And a decent thing that he's got all the mics are the same, so he doesn't. There's no difference in the sound. Although I think the one that he had was going through the laptop, but it needs to go through the mixer. I think because it would sound a lot better. Motorway for the futuristic hover cars. That's the ones. Where we're going, you don't need cars. You don't need wheels. So that is the address for where you can find information about the stream, where you can, if you want to listen to it on Spotify, or you want to watch it on YouTube. It'll have all the links there. I was with Yoshi as well on Monday. When we went to Bridgewater to see the flasks there go through to Crewe. 68009 and 68005 were there, but they I thought it was only going to be 1 wagon, but it wasn't. It was 3 flasks. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've got 2 videos as well. I've got one of which is an edit, which only has the 68s and the convoy. Oh, MGL's there. No, still wagon, BB8s. So yeah, that only had the 68s leaving Bridgewater and the convoy going through, but the other one had the 68s running from the sidings into platform 2, at Bridgewater, then departing, plus the convoy, and I think there was a couple of 802s in there as well. Yeah, give the Facebook page a like, give the YouTube channel a sub as well. So it's only the second episode, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So kind of hoping that the views are quite good. So we are not far from Lancaster. This is Nottingham to Barrow Part 1. So you can see if I can get over there. Parts of Lancaster already starting to appear, and motorbikes rushing past. I've got it wide open as well. Yeah, I did post, as well as not streaming, I think it was Thursday, I posted as well on the Discord server that from yesterday I will no longer be streaming on Fridays. To be honest, I just found it a little bit too much. Which a lot of you will turn around and say, well, it's a bit weird, seeing as you're at home, you're unemployed, you don't really do a lot. It's sometimes it's like I'll probably be wanting to pop out on a Friday night, so I want to sort of, because the thing is though, I stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. That's 4 days in a row. I mean, there's nothing stopping me that I may stream on a Friday afternoon. Oh, hello. Don't like the look at that. So yeah, there's a decision there that I made. It just gives me more time that I want to do things that I want to do, sort of thing. Some bar sheep. You see the signal, it's just there, look. Just there. Next is, I can remember, we've got Brighton Mainline. Said the sheep. .1 miles to Morecambe. I love that they got the old concrete lamppost asset there. Very rarely see them about these days. It's all metal posts now. Can't see him there. Right, I might shut my balcony door in a minute. It's getting a bit cold. I read somewhere on the forum that someone said the sound of the 20 needs to be done again. They're awful, and I'm just like, I was like in disbelief. I was like, excuse me, what now? I was like, they sound absolutely fantastic to me. Shut her off for sound bloody good. Yeah, I don't see that there's a problem with them. I just think people just love just listening through their shitty speakers on their TV. You know, you pay all this money for a fantastic flat screen 3D 75-inch TV, and it's got shit generic speakers, and people thinking, oh, that sounds awful. Well, yeah, get yourself a decent headset, decent speakers, get some bass, get a soundbar with a subwoofer, or get earphones, surround sound earphones for your PlayStation, and then tell me the 20 sound shit. Start to slow down. The same with the 31 and the 465. The sounds are absolutely bloody awesome. Going into platform 4. Hey, can you go in that well, we're gonna have to have a look at that. Is that Morecambe Pleasure Beach? Don't know what sort of pleasure about it. Oh, look at that, Y point. Right. Hi Tom, how you doing? How was your day, sir? Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, hold on. Right. Ooh, 4,187 and a platinum. Right, let's do continue. Return to free roam. Let me just... Right, that service is going to leave without me. I'm not worried. I'm going to go for P&B in a minute, and then we will just... I want to have a look at that signal box. Enjoyed it in the end, but could have been better. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh. Someone put a brewer on. This is awesome, that. Right. Get high vis on. Gas fire as well by the door that's open. A blunt microwave. Awesome. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, platinum. Nice. Right. I'll just leave that there. That there. Up there, so I sat down on the table somewhere. And I shall be back. I don't know what he's doing. But they had 3 cab sims with real control, so that's fun when they had power. Oh, cool. Excellent. I'd love to do that. Right, be back in a minute. Back in a minute. back. Did I miss much? So, Brighton Mainline is next. What can I do on Brighton Mainline? Oh. Right. Oh, hello. There's people there. Right, we are back. What's my thingy there? Right. Oh, hello. What are we doing next? Yeah, Brighton Mainline. Right, let me tick that one. Tick that one. Brighton Mainline is next. You can't switch that on. Is that a compact? Compact. Do you remember those early PCs? You had a compact PC. Good God. And they sold. Really? Above the fire? Is that like health and safety? I know you can't really have them anywhere else, but yeah, health and safety there. It's a shame you can't actually. I suppose this is when you slide the window out, sort of thing. Right, so that's that done. So we are going back to the main menu, and we're going to hit Brighton Mainline. Do we go from Brighton to London, or London to Brighton? Grand total of about 16 megabytes of storage back then. Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. I'm kind of hoping. I've got the photos for March done, but some of them were a bit weird in timing wise because we were at Brockenhurst and Christchurch watching the engineers trains coming through and that, and yeah. My mate had one, and I still have my Commodore +4 and my CD32, which are awesome machines. And then I went up to Olivetti 486. I had that for a good number of years, actually. Then I got enough bits of PCs, spare PCs together, bought myself a tower unit, and made one up. Had that for 6 years. And then it's just like the first Pentium PCs, yeah. Had a few of those. London, why do they call it London commuter? It's just call it London to Brighton. Right, so 377 service. What have we got there? Because I literally haven't done any of them. And there, I have. There's shitloads of them. We're not going to do London Bridge to Caterham and Tatton Corner. That's 8 minutes. Well, you've got London Victoria to West Croydon. Shall we do London Victoria to Reigate? Let's do that one. Oh, it's got dynamic weather. I'm going to have to cancel that because I'm not having you know it's going to piss down with rain, don't you? And it's going to crash. So I can't do that. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, I didn't go to bed till 2:30 this morning. Yay! Get started, do that. Main menu. yeah, just dynamic weather is just, I was going to say a really horrible word. If you want a bus, you could be one of these. But instead of it's curd. Almost the same as knackered. It was mid at the start, mad at the start, but still had fun. Oh, that's good. In the day, for God's sake, I just hit resume last played, so it's going to turn up with some route that I haven't played in ages. Yeah, the thing is, as long as you had fun yourself, then yeah, it's a good day. Also got something for someone from another Discord for building a cab sim. Nice. Right, main menu again. Come on, try and get this one right. Third time lucky, eh? That's awesome. I mean, the big thing that we got this year is obviously Railway 200, but the Greatest Gathering, I'm not going to that. It's sold out over 3 days. Basically, it's just going to be a crush. So, yeah, it's just 143 dashboard with speedos and PZB. But, awesome. It's always great when you get a bit of a train. I mean, I've got various bits of a 317, a 313. Yeah. I would have liked the control desk for a 442, which my mate has. I would have loved that, but yeah. Right. Won't eventually. 0834. 0835. London Victoria to West Croydon. Oh no, it was that one, wasn't it? London Victoria to Reigate, 1R14. Right. A bit of cloud. Let's go. Hopefully, third time lucky. Ooh. Come on. So probably be coming up to, well, people already going on saying, what's next? Train Sim World 6, no doubt. Ugh. Yeah. Right. We will... Oh, we've got a couple of minutes, so we're fine. Vigilance. Open the window. Oh, that noise, if you're wondering what that is, that's the guy in one of the flats above us with his BMW over the other side of the road, just turned it on. A bit of a done up BMW as they are. Make sure. I think we're only 4 car. Yeah, we're a service to Reigate, and we are calling at Clapham Junction, East Croydon, Purley, Coulsdon South, Nurston, Red Hill, and finally Reigate for 9:23 arrival. We don't have DRA, not DRA, GSMR. It's not working. Shut the doors, take the brakes off, have a sit, and get ready to depart. You're getting hammered with Rob's Meridian Rail liveries on here. Yeah, no disrespect to Rob and his creations. I'm just not really into downloading Creator Club now because it just affects the PS5 so much. A lot of the liveries. Have the tickets ready for inspection. It's lurching over the point work. Let's get our camera set up. We shall be ourselves there. 4, 5 and 6 is our unit. Is that Heathrow Express? Yeah, it's another bloody Heathrow Express job. The 465 over there that never leaves. Johan did a really, really good job on that. Come on. So we stop at platform 13 at Clapham. West Coast Mainline, Euston to Milton Keynes is next. Can't see any train over there. Frame rate is down a bit. So we get the red light outside of Clapham. Clapham back in the 80s, there used to be there used to be a washing plant through here, and there was also a signal box that literally stretched the whole area across the whole track span. Let me just... You like revisiting Brighton Mainline, but mostly with the 700. Or I did a free roam on the local lines with the 710. Oh, awesome. So we've now got a yellow going to Clapham. Ugh! Why is that looking that way? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brighton Mainline is alright. It's lovely and busy up here, and it kind of eventually peters out. I quite like that. Gatwick Express. There's nothing coming. So you can see that this area is just relatively busy, just on the Brighton Mainline. Just, you know, it would be so great to see the Waterloo, you know, Waterloo to Southampton or something like that service there. And then see how busy it is. So it's struggling with everything because the sound's cutting out, which is the environment sound. I have driven the 700 on here. I did a free roam. Yeah, it was good. I love reading some of the forums, and you hear all these people complaining about the little hole that you can't see out of. You know, like on the 380 or on these, you know, the multiple units. And they said Dovetail shouldn't have you sitting in here, you should have the camera set up outside. But I'm like, how do you think the real life train drivers get on? This is how they drive. This is, you know, from about 60s onwards, this is how they drove the trains, with a small window. You read all these comments on the forums and social media platforms that Dovetail are on about people complaining about the windows are too small. Well, that's what it's like in real life, you know. I mean, if you had a 377, you put a huge big window in there, didn't worry about the nose thing, there'd soon be people complaining that it's not right because they don't have that. They have a connecting corridor. Do you know what I mean? You can't believe people have issues driving these. You have no problems at all. No. Well, for me, like you always see what I do, I always set the camera up there. I quite enjoy driving like that. Driving from up on the roof. Or here. But on this route, there's a lot of collision with the cameras, and I can't deal with that because it just goes ape. And it's just another excuse for the PlayStation to go, that's it, I've had enough. Oh, he didn't go far with his BMW, he's just come back again. East Croydon is next. So we'll crack on with a bit of speed. I was reading on the forum, there's a reply to my post about this guy was going on about unlicensed stuff, like the West Coast Mainline 350. And he said if he had the chance, he'd uninstall it because it's not fully licensed. And I'm like, but there's reasons why it's not fully licensed, you know? And I guess there's some weird people about, to be honest. Bouncing across the point work. Bit late to the old horn. Do you know what? I'm just not comfortable tonight. I just cannot get comfortable in this chair. Don't know why. I don't know why. The other thing with this, there's no kind of force feedback sort of thing. Like, I know there are some sims where you can get force feedback. I'm not talking about this stupid, the thing that we can have on our triggers. You know, and then you can feel it going over every single bit of point work. I turn that off because it's so annoying. I suppose there's not really much you can do with force feedback on that. Haptic feedback, yeah. I think it's just don't like it. I've also had a couple of people turn around saying, "Why are you blowing your horns going through stations?" Oh, hello. Oh, that's me hitting the volume switch. And they said they're not real passengers. I said, yeah, but I said I quite enjoy doing it. So, you know, you see it sometimes when you experience it going through some stations and there's, you know, they're blowing the horns. Not on the Brighton Mainline. Oh, okay, calm down. You know, and I'd just rather carry on doing my own thing. And yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like you're being told off for doing it virtually. And I'm just like, shut up. So yeah, there's this. You know, I can remember we had that American guy just coming in because I was shunting. Yeah, I said shunting on Sandpatch, and he said you got to blow your horn all the time. You're uncoupled. No, don't. It's my stream. And he goes, no, it's the law. I'm like, okay, it's my live stream. That was from about 4 years ago. When you get people coming in and saying that, I'm thinking, yeah, okay. Whatever. Oh, excuse me. So we've got a 30 limit as well, so we need to slow down for that, as well as the yellow and the red. Oh, hello. No! Don't do that. Don't do that. I thought it was going to crash. If it crashes any time now, I won't be coming back. Any crashing before 9 o'clock, I'll be back. But any time after, I won't. It's not worth starting it up again. That's why, look. That is a 12 coach Gatwick Express formation. That is why I had that big drop in frame rate. I'm really surprised that's not crashed. So we are stopping just before the station. That kind of tells me that there's a train. There's still a train in the platform, or it's just leaving. There we go. Got a yellow, double yellow. That's why you don't go charging up to. Oh God, that's why you don't go charging up to a red.
Mind the gap.
Oh, I'll have to have a watch of that tomorrow. The video Jean-Michel Jarre playing in Oslo, Norway tonight. I think it's a lie. Was it tonight or was it last night? I think it was last night he played. He's doing about 6 or 7 tours around the Europe over the next few months. Purely pearly. I should put that on tomorrow, I think. There's another post that I wrote on the that I saw on the forum. I think this was in the last thread that they did, where the last roadmap. People were saying they don't care much for these rail tours that are on some of the timetables. They think they're a waste of space, and it could have been used for something else. I'm like, well, if the rail tours actually ran on the route, then I don't see that there's a problem, and I don't see. I think some of it is where people just want to moan about everything, or I think some of them are like from certain countries that where they don't do rail tours, and that they don't understand it. I think. But yeah, we in this country we love rail tours. Whoa, okay. So where was the 15-mile-an-hour, what you call it, for that? There wasn't. There's not a 15-mile-an-hour limit for that. Oh, there's an ambulance. Or ambulance going off to the forum. Oh, single yellow. And then we got the station stop at Purley. This is where the site they had at Purley Station, or just past Purley, they had a big train derailment where the driver in the end got charged for manslaughter because he went past a red signal and he hit another train, and some of the coaches ended up going down the embankment into people's houses, into people's gardens, and that a couple of people were killed from the trains. The train driver was found, I don't think he's found to be drunk, but he was found to have deactivated the AWS device, so the train protection system. So yeah, when he went past the red light, nothing activated because he turned the safety system off. And yeah, if I remember rightly, he was charged with manslaughter. Oh no, this is not Purley. So now approaching Purley. Now, I don't know how many routes we're going to get done today. We may just get up to the West Coast Mainline done. We'll see. I'm not waiting for the whole 8-car train to run by. Coulsdon South, I remember this place quite well because opposite there was a little warehouse where my dad used to deliver fish to. And while he was being offloaded, my brother and I used to go and stand on a pile of pallets and overlook the railway, and you used to see loads of 73s going by on the Gatwick Expresses, and the odd freight as well run past. So yeah, 455 units, loads of slam doors stock. Next stop, Coulsdon South. I don't think we're going to stop at Coulsdon South. Might be okay. Not very often you do stop there. Oh dear. Oh. When's the next train in for Coulsdon? 9:20. Oh, I think I can have a lay-in tomorrow. So I sent my CV off for another job. Do I think I've got any hope in hell getting it? Probably not. Probably like all the other ones where I've sent my CV off and applied, get nothing back. So don't hear nothing. I mean, you know, I sent a job application in for FedEx. Even though it's on their system as under consideration, I've not heard anything. I even did one for Asda below me. Heard back from them within 2 days, and that was no. But at least they're the only ones that turned around and replied. All the other ones that I sent for, I sent my CVs off to, I've heard nothing. And I just think it's wrong, to be honest. Ooh, look. .2 miles to Merstham. I think if we are lucky, we'll see him go over the bridge. There he goes. Is he going over the bridge? Yeah, he is.
Mind the gap.
Open up Instagram and I get a picture of a guinea pig. That's from my little niece. She's got some little guinea pigs, bless her. It's a bit weird, really, because some of, I'm not kind of used to driving these slower ones. Usually drive all the the Gatwick Express ones. A lot of stuff about us. Nothing there. Could wait another minute yet. Right, that's P&B lead time, sorry. It's one of those things. It won't out, it won't out. I'll be back in a minute. Or two, or three, or five. Hopefully not five. Nick, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm just going to get a drink as well. I'm going to take some tablets. Right. Let's get this one running. Right. So West Coast Mainline, south, which is the next route, will be the last one that I do. And then East Coast Mainline we'll do first thing on Monday or Saturday. Monday or Thursday. Yeah, unfortunately, this injection that I have every week, it has side effects. I've just blown the points at 80. Awesome. So yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. It's supposed to make me lose my appetite, and it's to control my diabetes as well, which is pretty good. It's doing that well, and it is working with controlling my diabetes, because it controlling my weight, because it is making me not. It's weird. It gives you that sensation that like you've got indigestion, that you feel full. Do you know what I mean? And it's weird how it fools your mind, how it fools your mind into doing it. But the side effect is that it gives you an upset stomach. And it's been okay. Usually I get one of these or two of these a week, these little bouts, and usually you stop it with a bit of Imodium. You've had a fleet of ambulances waiting at Red Hill for the injured that were flung out about the carriages. Oh my God. How bad was it? There's a 40-mile-an-hour restriction, Carl. How fast were you going? So I wouldn't be surprised that I may have to go again. But yeah, sorry. I know I shouldn't be talking about my toilet habits, but you know, it is what it is. You got the train up on one side. Really? Awesome. I'm actually going through the Jurassic Park triple trilogy or double trilogy of films at the moment. I know there's a couple of films that I want to see. One of them is the F1 movie. Not really sure if I'm going to be able to go to the cinema to see that. The same with the new Jurassic Park one. But yeah. Spaceballs is on the way. Yeah, Spaceballs 2. I think, did I share the trailer for that? I don't know. I saw the trailer yesterday. I've not even seen Spaceballs, even though I had the VHS cassette for years. I don't have it anymore. But yeah. Because I switch all my my TV, my network off overnight. I'm gonna have to leave it on tonight. I'll turn the network off if I can, because I want to record the Formula One qualifying at 1:20 tomorrow morning, and I'll watch it tomorrow. I've never seen Spaceballs. It's like there's certain films that I've never seen. I've never seen Bambi. Hi, he's got it. Yeah, we've Bradley said about doing Brighton Mainline. So basically, we're doing Southeastern High Speed, West Coast Mainline over Shap, Brighton Mainline, West Coast Mainline South, and the East Coast Mainline. But East Coast Mainline is going to be done on Monday or Thursday. Probably Thursday stream. Monday should be, he says, hopefully, Mastery. And then we are doing West Coast Mainline South, which is going to be the last one today. You've never seen Bambi either. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a few films that I've never seen. Dirty Dancing, never seen that. People lost their mind when I said, never seen Dirty Dancing. What? But when I mentioned I've seen Roadhouse, people say, who? What? Roadhouse? What's that? I said, you've never seen Roadhouse? Oh my God. Patrick Swayze. Oh, I love that film. I can't remember. I don't think I've got it on Blu-ray. Oops, a daisy. I think I've only got it on normal DVD. Well, I might have it on Blu-ray. I don't know. Have I seen Black Dog? No, never heard of it. What's that? Reigate is next. Patrick Swayze film that has Meatloaf in it. Oh wow! I've seen Next of Kin, which it had. I think it's Liam Neeson, Bill Paxton, and Patrick Swayze in it. More bikers. Red Dawn. That's another film that I loved, which I have on. I don't have it on Blu-ray, but I've got it on standard DVD, which is bloody awesome. So approaching our final stop, which is Reigate. On 166, the Reading to Gatwick Airport service. There we go. 11,694 and a gold. 46 minutes. Yay. Right, if we turn to the main menu, and it's going to be West Coast Mainline. I don't know what we're going to do on West Coast Mainline. I'm not sure. Come on. To the trains. So choose route. West Coast Mainline. Euston, Milton, Keynes. I'm going to put it on the intermodal one. Ooh, Sinfin Side is a grain oil terminal with a TA. I'm sure that's been added in. That has been added in, I'm sure it has. But 21, shall we do? See things that you can't really see much at 21:31. It's going to be a bit dark. What 66s have we got? Come on. Just use the official. HOA. Okay. 820. Shall we do the 820? 6V49. There you go. 0820. From Milton Keynes Central to Wembley. Yeah, we'll do that one, sort of. Definitely turn dynamic weather off. We'll have it a little clear with a little bit of cloud. Let's do that one. Let's have a sip of the old drink. So I'm kind of hoping that if they add also, which I think it is coming to this route, thingy. Oh, what do they call it? Oh God. Cargo line nuclear. Right. So I don't think AWS is selected. So I think usually it's on by default with cargo line. Nope, it's not. I always put my tail lights on. Such a good boy. $390. So yeah, some guy was saying on his PS5 that yesterday, and I said I'll have a look. So this is basically, if you are watching from the Trains and World community Facebook page, then yeah, I'm having a look. That he said that his West Coast Mainline is stuttering. Oh, we're empty, 623 ton. So I did suggest saying, you know, if you've got liveries, because he's saying it never stuttered, but now apparently it is. And I was just like, well, I did turn around and say, you know, it's a UE thing. Oh yeah, this is going pretty like shit off the mark with 600 ton behind it. $60 miles an hour is our limit. $156 is our shed. Dodgy wheel set. Point work. Let's have a laugh. Hi, British Rail fan. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, no end light either. It's because it's ran round. No. No, let them know about that. Hopefully it's not put it on the front of my loco. That was loud. Oh. Should have put my train length in, but I didn't. So I'm definitely looking forward to F&A cargo line in nuclear, especially with the 20s. And there's probably nothing stopping you from making your own consists up with the DRS 66 from Rivet, as long as it couples to it, I suppose. I think as for stuttering, if it's really, really bad, like you've seen on the Brighton Mainline, the only reason why it does that with the frame rate drops is because it's bringing in a custom livery. If it's the small little stutters, that is a UE thing like that. That's because it happens to say it does the same on Subway Sim 2, and that uses UE5. So it is a Unreal Engine thing. So it's those little stutters there. When you get the real big stutters, you get the real big. Take a look at the frame rate in the top right hand corner underneath where it says distance, 1 mile, 1.1 mile, and underneath there you got the little green figures moving. That's my frame rate. When you see that drop and the whole, it nearly comes to a standstill. That is because there's custom liveries it's drawing in. It will start to stutter a lot around, between... there we go, there's a big one there. So that's just loading something in. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just loading in this lot. This is Bletchley. Why are we stopping at Tring? Just get told to stop at Tring, platform 5. South departure, siding 5. Okay, that's fine. I suspect we may have something to overtake us. Yeah, so I think a lot of it is... See, that sort of stuttering is UE5. Not UE5, UE, Unreal Engine. My stream that I'm watching is so far behind, it's ridiculous. There we go. We've caught up a bit now. I mean, the route still does need further optimisation, and I hope they continue even when they get the next version of Train Sim World out. whatever it is. I hope it continues with being optimised. What is that? Oh, it's to do with the slant of the bridge. That's a bit really... Don't understand why that's like that. Because... No, I thought it might be obstruct the line, but it doesn't. Perhaps it's like that in real life, I don't know. Desi. I mean, as it is at the moment, I'll probably end up putting Farm Sim into one of the games, game replacement. But everything else, which was on there, Grand Theft Auto and Subway Sim, I don't know. GTA I might not carry on with. Subway Sim 2, I just might play it myself. I don't know. Not sure yet. So, yeah. I'm kind of hoping that Just Trains will allow Skyhook to use the 86 to have the 86.2 timetable put in onto their military timetable, because I'm kind of hoping this is what their Dovetail will, Skyhook will then put their nuclear timetable onto the existing military timetable version of West Coast Mainline, Preston, Carlisle, if you're following that. Another Desi. 6.7 miles from Tring. So who has driven the Class 87 on the West Coast Mainline South at the moment? I definitely have. Although East Coast Mainline is going to be done on Thursday, Bradley, because this is going to be my last one tonight. Hi Richard, I'm not too bad. Feeling it a bit at the moment, but yeah, I hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. I see Liverpool's rail tour with a 47 hanging off the back. Awesome. In theory, you wouldn't need the 47 hanging off the back, but because it would have, well, they would have still needed to have a loco to haul it out if it goes to Euston, so to speak. So yeah. Hope you remember to stick the first class up the loco end. Sometimes the way you see these people walking up the steps just makes me laugh. It's so funny sometimes. It left Euston, but with this and East Coast Mainline, postmodern, the rear loco is required. Yeah, 4 of them. Buffet restaurant, the 7 standard class. Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to the 86 too. But, and I do say this, but I may have to do find the TV remote first, and TV will turn off automatically. No, you won't. Go away. I've got to try and disable that. I want to do an 86, possibly in a Freightliner livery. I'm not going to bother accelerating because we're going up a gradient, so we'll slow down naturally. But we're coming up to Tring, 2.5 miles, so yeah. I know it'll be wrong because it won't have the proper. It was an 86.5, I think it is. The Freightliner ones. But there again, I'd love also to do like the grey liveried Freightliner one with the little red triangle on the side. But yeah, it depends on how I can do it and how much spare time I get to do it. But then again, I don't want literally every single other freight train or train running along the West Coast Mainline over Shat being a Freightliner one. So it might be that I'll just leave it. I don't know. So we've got Tring coming up. I'm not sure why we got to wait there. What are we doing? 6V49. There's a weird one why we got to stop at Tring. I did wonder what the hell that noise was then. Dumbass. I am back. Phone died. Oh no. Bradley's back, bitches. I see Bradley in his little pink suit with his hair done like Britney Spears. His little pink PVC suit with hair like Britney Spears. Trust me, Bradley, there'll be some weird people that do. Right, while it's done that, apparently there's people up in this car park having a little look. Ooh. When oh, hold on, can we do the old, like, the car reversal camera? No, don't want to do it. Well, we can do, actually. So that's a reverse camera. And field of view. Do it in the mid. Oh, hello. Can we go up in there? Will it let us go in? Of course it won't. It won't do anything simple as that. You've got to find its weak spot to go. Oh, there you go. To go in. There we go. No, it won't let you go it. Damn it. Okay. Parking sensor camera. Nah. Sod it. Tommy sat there with his little phone camera going. Oh, you could have some of that. Weirdos. Definitely. It's not saved it, has it? Right. It's a bit weird why it's told us to stop there, but yeah. Park ourselves at the end of the platform. Leaving Carlisle was something. A steel train. Oh, right. And this is another reason why I don't bother having the Creators Club 350 with the branding on it. It creates so much hassle with frame rate. There's one thing about putting it in notch 8, then there's another thing of putting it in notch 8 and then just like letting it spin. South departure siding is, where are we? There. So we've got one in there already. It's a hell of a long one. Hmm. 74501 Stonebridge Park to Elephant. Oh, that's a bloody underground train, isn't it? That's what she said. Definitely. Yes, I was saying earlier, I sent off one application for a warehouse thingy. It's full time. I'm kind of hoping the hours are like Monday to Friday, like 9 to 5 sort of thing. You know, just the normal daytime working hours. Not interested in shift because it just screws your life up doing shift work. But yeah, it's about 3 miles away from where I currently am, but it's on the bus route, which is good. The thing is though, Carl, I've spent, obviously not the last 2 years, but when I was doing the twilight shift where I used to work, then I've done overnight shifts there, then also doing the early morning shifts, then the week after you do you do 6 till 2 1 week, the next week you do 2 till 10. I've done all that. I've done my time doing shift work and I don't like it, and I just don't want to do it because I don't see why I should put myself out, and they'll turn around and say, yeah, but if you do shift work like evening in a twilight shift, you've got all the whole day to yourself. But what about stuff that I want to do in the evening? Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not having DWP or Universal Credit bully me into doing a job which I don't want to do, because at the end of the day, all I will do is leave that job. So it's a complete waste of time, me going for a job for shift work when I don't want to do shift work. And a couple of people that I've spoken to at DWP totally agree. So yeah, I know there'll be one person there that when I get to see them at some point, they will not agree with it and they'll insist that I take any job going, but I'm just not. There are some people who think, well, you've got to be, think yourself lucky if you get a job these days, but that's not the point. What is the point of the way I see it? Is I've explained this to even the guy that was just bullying me into taking any job. I said, what is the point in me taking a job where I don't like it? I don't like doing the hours, because I'll only end up leaving. I said, what is the point? And then they'll be looking for another person. What is the point? You know, and they'll bully you into doing it. This, you know, it's like I've said about this on social media as well at some point, and people say, "Oh, they don't bully you." I said, "Yes, they can do. They bully you into taking any job going. What about this job? What about that job? I'm not allowed to drive, but you've got a driving license. Why aren't you allowed to drive? Because of my many air disease. But it says you're fit to work. Even though you've explained to them, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess some just like, they just toe the company directive, you know, the government directive. Get them into work as soon as possible, don't matter how. That's just not, you know? Because at the end of the day, I'll leave. That's it. I don't. The thing is, I spent 17 years looking after her. All through, some of that was through doing shift work, and I want my life back. I just want 9 to 5, whatever it is, 8 till 6, 9 till 6, whatever. And then literally that's what I want to do, that, do my hours and get home. Come home. I mean, I think I said the other day, I had one from a recruitment agency, and they sent me an email to go to Christchurch for Rhein Airport for 3 a.m. start. How the fuck am I get to Rhein Airport, which has no direct access via public transport? There's no bus service that goes to Rhein Airport from Poole, Bournemouth or Christchurch. The nearest bus stop is a 45-minute walk away from it. The only way you can get to Rhein Airport is by driving your car, and if you're not parking there, you got to drop people off on a busy main road. They will not let you go into the airport, drop passengers off, and drive out. Unless you're parking in that airport, they will not let you drive in. You have to get on. You literally have to stop outside the airport boundary. If you're dropping people off, taxis can go in. Taxis can drive in and drop you off, but you can't drive in. And I'd like, if I were taking you to Bournemouth, and I was driving, I'd have to drop you off outside the boundary of the airport, which is mostly on a busy road. There's no bus service that gets to the airport. So how the hell am I supposed to go and start at 3 a.m? Which means I've got to be up at midnight. So yeah. You know, like I said, people think, you know, oh, well, you should take beggars shouldn't be choosers. That's not the point. You know, it's brilliant for someone who has a well-paid job, well-to-do life, hasn't had the need to want for anything, to look down on someone that's less fortunate than them, and then just give it the big I am. You don't, you know, you can't pick and choose. You have to take what you got. It's all right for them to say that. Wait until they're in the same fucking boat, you know. Something on the down. You have all those things, but I would never look down on anyone, as I was in the same boat as them and know the struggle. Yeah. I mean, I did have the DWP up there saying, would you consider doing voluntary work? Well, to be honest, no. Because I'm doing the same thing as what, like, in a shop, as like, you know, they want you, you know, they got charity shops. They say there's some charity shops crawling out for people, for volunteers. Well, I really, not saying that I won't give up my time, but personally speaking, is that going to get a DWP off my back? No, because they'll still want me to look for a job, even though I'm volunteering. Well, then I might as well be getting paid for that volunteering job. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The thing is, though, when I'm volunteering, they're still paying me my thingy. But then you get relied upon when you're volunteering. Because I know a few people that do volunteering, and one of them has just decided to call it quits because they're always, you know, when he say, "Oh, I'm not going to be in for a couple of days now. I'll be in on this date." Virtually about an hour or two into the days that he's not in, he gets a phone call or a message: "Can you come in? We need you urgently. Someone's not. One of the paid workers hasn't turned up." You know, and he said to him, he goes, "What, you going to pay me?" He said, "No, you're a volunteer." And he said, "Sorry," I said, I told you I'm taking 2 days off." So, yeah. So for me, is voluntary work a thing? No, to be honest. There is a job out there for me. Exactly what, I don't know. But I'm not going to be bullied into taking any job going, because that's not fair. It's not, well, we're just going to give you a job. And I know what they're like. They will bully you. It's like the bloke that, the first bloke that I went to that told me, you know, "Oh, you need to forget about everything and get over it. What's gone on over the past 18, 20 months sort of thing. Just get over it. You're now doing a new life." Do you know what I mean? It's just like, so yeah, you know, it's annoying and it's frustrating, even when people don't even bother getting back to you saying, "Oh, unfortunately, yeah, we've not seen you fit enough for it, or we don't think you're decent, or, you know, you're unsuccessful in your application to work for the company. Apologies, best of luck for the future." You don't even get that. They just don't bother replying, and that is just so annoying. It's like I said earlier on. I've got I'm logged in on FedEx's thingy portal or whatever it is for their job, as to do the same company, and you got to have a password to create. You know, you got to create a password, bloody log in, just to see what it says about whether you're successful enough in with the application. And the application for FedEx as a handler is still under consideration. What, since the 29th of May? 29th of April, sorry. That's over a month and a half away. You know, and yeah, it's just like the other two that I went for haven't even bothered getting in contact. Now, they can't even get in contact with the unsuccessful applicants or people that, you know, what's the point in working for a company that can't even get in contact with people where they don't tell them they've been unsuccessful? It's like you go out your way to apply for a job for working for that company, and the least you should get is a response saying, unfortunately, you've been unsuccessful this time. We wish you all the best in your future endeavours. Well, that would be great to get one of them. To a train spotter. But no, you don't. And that, I just find, people say, oh, well, they've been doing it for years. Yeah, but it's disrespectful.
Mind the gap.
For God's sake. I think that is disrespectful, to be honest. And people won't see it as that, but I do. I mean, I use LinkedIn at the moment. There's a fair few Dovetail personnel on there as well. And I get messages from LinkedIn saying, Sudip Patel from India would like to connect with you because you have one thing in common. Yes, we're both looking for work. How the hell am I going to connect with Sudip Patel from India just because he's out of a job? Are we going to go for job interviews and take notes or something? Oh, look at that tilt. Do you know what I mean? I just find that ridiculous. But yeah, it's not me just having a whinge. I just find the whole process of looking for a job a complete waste of time. The time that I waste thinking, I'm going to fill out this form. Sign it. I got to create a new password. Make a note of that password. Write it down. Then I go through all this shit of having to apply for a company only for them not to bother. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, well, why should I bother? I'd like to go to a company and interview, say, well, why should I bother working for you? Tell me what are the advantages. Maybe he'll fly out to you, although might better not too soon. Oh dear. I'm just getting inundated with those on WhatsApp, and I can't really say anything about them because no doubt if I do, someone will take offence to everything, as they always do. That's the old railway going over there. Are we holding up traffic? I'd like to think I am. No. Oh well. This is where it starts getting a little bit busy. I mean, back in 1992, 93, when I was working for Time and Data Systems, there was a guy there who'd done university. He was a Chinese bloke. Well, he's Hong Kong. Back then it was still a British colony. And he was quite arrogant towards certain people. He could tolerate you, but he was very arrogant, and very sarcastic as well. And after a while, I kind of felt sorry for him, but then the arrogance and ignorance started kicking in, saying he's doing a menial job that he's better at doing. He's got a university degree. I can't remember what it was he was trying to get into, but it was, pretty high up, well paid sort of thing, and he couldn't even do that. So he was only doing this is to make ends meet sort of thing, this job. Back when Britain was great, yeah. And he was, because he had a university degree, diploma, whatever it was he had, all qualifications to do this job, and he couldn't get replies. I mean, I felt sorry for him at first, but then, I talked to him and I was saying, how's it all going? He said, well, and the thing that really, really pissed me off was he turned around and said, well, obviously it's not going well because I'm still working in this shithole. And I'm like, okay, mate, but you know, we all got, we all, you know, you. He said, I've paid all this money for my university. He said, I didn't even get a student loan, and I still can't get a job. And I was like, yeah, but that's not my fault. Don't have a go at me about it. And he took offence to that. Race is on, boy. Let's go. Someone's going to be in the window going like that, giving the old hand sign going, tosser. But yeah, you know, it's just like, he would look down on you because he had a university degree, diploma, whatever, and he was better than you, you know? And then after a while, I just fell out of just like liking him. I took a dislike to him because he's just been an absolute arrogant. See you next Thursday. And I just like. I mean, in the end, I left because they're going to make me redundant. So, but he wasn't going to get made redundant. He, strangely enough, was going to take on my job, what I was doing. But they had to make me redundant for it. So, when I heard about that, I was told, and I asked her to confirm it, and she goes, well, it's what I was told. And yeah, I then started looking for another job, but then they made me redundant when I confronted them about it, or confronted my manager, and they made me redundant without notice. I got about a month and a half's pay out of them for that, but yeah. But there again, they couldn't employ him in the same job. But yeah, but they did. I found out about it. I could have taken him to court and had him for it, but arseholes basically. The chairman was a little slug, absolute sleaze he was. He would literally latch on to the young secretaries there, who one of them was my friend, who I would talk to on the way home, sort of thing. And to stop me talking to her on the way home, he put her that she starts early in the morning before I started, and she goes home earlier. And sometimes he would be down in the office asking to give her a lift home. But she said, no, my boyfriend's coming to get me. She said she hated him. He was an absolute lech. He was, disgusting. Absolute slug he was. But yeah, you know, it's the job hunting is not easy. It's not easy. So I'll be looking again probably Tuesday. Right, so we're coming up to the yard. I'll be looking again oh my god. Oh, we've got some sort of we've got to slow down somewhere. We've got a livery coming up. Because that was really slowing down. Why was that slowing down? Not unless there's a freight coming in, but we should have seen that by now. Either that or it was just, how far are we away? It could have just bringing in the new next tile. There's a fair bit of stuff in there. But yeah, it's not easy. I feel kind of accomplished where I do send off a CV or apply for a job. I print out the job and everything and put it on my little pending list. But yeah, I should really get myself a folder and put stuff in there what I've applied for. You obviously for UC you've got to mark it. You know, you've got to log it on their system, sort of thing, whether you've been successful or anything. But yeah, it's and their journal system that stresses me out, because you think, oh, you know, you get a message saying there's a message for you to read in your journal. You must read it within the next blah 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 or whatever. And you think, oh, for fuck's sake, what is it now? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, failure to comply to this will thingy a sanction, blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, it just does my head in. So not far from Wembley, and just outside as we pass through Wembley, we'll get the old nod to go in the sidings. So you've got to get down to 15. Don't think we've seen any underground trains yet. So yeah, some point next week I shall continue on and carry on work. It's looking for a job. Thing is though, it's all stuff for whole recruitment, which they'll just give you. Most places will give you the postcode of where their work is, underground train there. But like a lot of the thingies won't. A lot of the recruitment agencies don't. And the thing is, it's just like, I really want something that's close to me, sort of thing. That's my ideal thing, but it ain't gonna happen. This one that I applied for yesterday is about 3 miles away, so I can get there on the bus, get back on the bus, sort of thing. So yeah, but yeah, you know what some people are like. Are we 10? We are 10. Oh, looks like we got a white 66 coming up. That's either the plumber or... That will be the plumber. Or is it the Dovetail? You've got an affected job search workshop on Thursday at Restart. Then next week sign in to get your CSCS card. Is that your... Oh... Oh, that's Dovetail. I'm sure it is the first one. Nice to see my locos around. Got your hazards on, mate, you donut. Oh, it's the plumber. It's not very often you see the plumber. She's got some nice FCAs there, look. That's a nice little sound. I mean, restart for me was good to the point of up to when the guy died, my work coach, and then basically after that I was shoved from pillar to post, and then it went shit after that. Absolutely useless. The work coach was absolutely fantastic. He'd do anything for you, you know. But yeah. Yeah, I had about 2 or 3 of those job search workshops, but the thing is though, it's just like it was pointless. You just might as well have been doing it at home, where I have to travel 2 miles on a bus to do it there. You know what I mean? I think twice I took my own notebook in. I did it on there because theirs was so shit and slow. They always crashed. They had those Lenovo notebooks. We're going to get kicked out of here. Oh, let me turn AWS off, because otherwise, oh no, oh, it's on the other. That's right, we'll sit in there. How did we do? Hour and 1 minute, so we're about 7 minutes late. I don't care. 5 minutes late. 11,207. We're going to continue, return to free roam, and we're just going to sit in here, and we're going to wait till he goes. Actually, he might leave it a couple of seconds. Hasn't got the road yet. But yeah, I've just found this whole experience quite how would you say it? Quite disturbing, to be honest. You know, I know that they are paying you money, which is fair enough. Hey, I paid my national insurance and I paid my taxes. So I quite frankly, I think, you know, some people may sound horrified by that, but personally, I think that I'm entitled to claim benefits because I've literally worked since just before my 16th birthday. and I've been paying tax, been paying my national insurance. So yeah, I think I'm allowed to claim benefits. But that's frowned on these days. You're not allowed to say that because people would be upset, and they need to go to their safe place and wrap themselves up in cotton wool. I mean, there's this stuff going on about this. The thing between Israel and Iran and all that, and again, it came up on the website. No, 9:50. What's the time? No, 9:24. Well, we're not waiting around for that anyway. And everyone's all saying their 4 bits and everything, and who's at fault here, and they hope that someone decides to put a nuclear bomb somewhere, which And I just turned around and I just basically said, as long as they've got holes in their asses, I said, there's never ever going to be peace out in the Middle East. And someone took offence to it. And I was like, why are you taking offence? It's the truth. I said, this isn't a thing that's been going on the last 2 or 3, 10, 20 years since the Gulf War. I said, this has all been going on since before the Second World War. I said, there's never ever peace in the Middle East. It will never ever happen. So yeah, and people get offended by it. I'm just like, I really don't care. It's the truth. How can you be offended by the truth? But there you go. As they say, the truth will out. Right, anyway, how are we doing on the Dovetail Live? Let's have a quick choppy on there. I'm quite outspoken about that, to be honest, and if people get upset about it, well, that's your problem, deal with it. How are we doing for the June monthly challenges? Not very well. I'm not really bothered, to be honest. Complete 200 objectives. That's a ticket. 5 conductor. Done that one. On the level, not much XP. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it. I shall probably be here back on Monday. So we still need to do complete 3 scenarios. So it's complete 3 scenarios. So Shirley, if I was to do where are we? Where is it? West Coast Mainline, Preston, Carlisle. So if I was to do Kinnet Mod Longton, or Glen Douglas to Bicester, that's over level 3, isn't it? So it should do that. Oh no, don't. Oh no, that's okay, because we're only actually having a look. Yeah, just first responder. It says complete 3 scenarios. So seeing as that is a scenario, then I should be able to do that. I don't know what tier 2 is because it doesn't say. But we'll have a look at that anyway. Right, anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me. I am going to now settle down for a few hours and watch a bit of telly. And I will, I'll be about on Discord tomorrow. Kind of hoping that Monday afternoon we'll be doing the Monday Mastery. And we shall go from there. But yeah, no stream on Fridays. Wednesday night stream will be... I can't remember what it is. What did we do? Because I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 2019. Are we doing that one? Didn't we? I think the Modern Warfare for Black Ops, it crashed, didn't it? I couldn't get... It crashed. It kept crashing. So it's not Star Trek Resurgence anymore. It'll be Sniper Elite. I think we're doing 4, aren't we? And then we're going to go, after 4, we're going to go into the 5, which is the one which I've only just picked up, which is the one that I got on Game Pass for the Xbox, which I think, is that the one based in France? I can't remember. I think we're back, actually, because we did Uncharted 4. We are back to Construction Sim on Wednesday, and then back to Mass Effect, because I know I've done a little bit of work on Construction Sim to hurry up the stadium build. So we are still building the stadium, from what I remember. So, yeah, it must be Modern Warfare 2019. I'm going to have a look. But then I think I've done that, haven't I? Or not? I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much. I shall have to do a little look and see what we have been doing. Yeah, so I will speak to some of you on Discord tomorrow. I'll probably be on Discord tonight for another hour or so. Anyway, say hello and that. But yeah, thank you guys. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, so yeah, have fun, and I shall see you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.